So, I'm in Quebec, and I don't fucking like Quebec. Not because the Quebecers, because my dad had a choice whether to send me to Catholic school or French school, because there was no French Catholic school. Arguably, I'd still fucking be speaking French, and probably like Quebec a lot more. But Dad was a fucking asshole and thought somebody else could teach me about religion. Unfortunately, they never talked to me. I was like being trained to be an altar boy. And then the guy disappeared. And nobody ever told me. And later on I learned he was a fucking pedo. And this fucking guy's teaching me to be an altar boy. I didn't find out till William O'Sullivan. Google William O'Sullivan from Welland. Fucking guy fought the church for a couple years. Fucking hero. Anyway. Like, why didn't they explain that to me? I'm being trained to be an altar boy, and then all of a sudden I'm not. Am I not good enough for that? Anyway, I want to talk about psychology. I think it's the fucking worst thing that ever happened. And not because we learned, like, we're trying to figure out how the human mind works and shit, but because you're trying to fucking fix the environment. You're trying to change your environment to fix your internal problems. Okay? So we're trying to figure out how our brain works. Now we're trying to fix the environment to fix our internal problems. We have to deal with reality. The reality is that they figured out some psychology shit. And then, of course, the smart people fucking wanted to get paid. And the companies paid for, like, the fucking psychologists to figure out how to market shit to us. And now we're so fucking stupid, we think we need to protect everybody's feelings. My grandma, they told her that smoking would help relieve stress. So I talked to a woman who was told that. And then in the 80s, it was like, don't touch a fag or you'll catch AIDS. Turns out that was wrong too. And in the 90s, it was like, you can't bang anything without fucking 4 rubbers on or you're gonna get AIDS. And turns out that didn't happen either. And then, I fucking forget what comedian said this or who said this. Magic fucking Johnson gets cured from... Anyway, the point is, they're hiring psychologists to sell stuff to us. And it doesn't matter what it is. If it's garbage that they're selling to us, like aspartame, then it's like more profit, right? And I actually wanted to talk about nurses. So, the nurses at Honda are arguably good people, right? Nurses become nurses because they want to fucking care for people, right? But the system's really fucking broken. And if you're a nurse, you're overworked, arguably underpaid. But it's probably not even underpaid. It's probably the economy sucks and they're trying to get us all so sad that the MAID program can kill us. Whatever. So as a nurse, you get a job at Honda. Now you think you're just getting a fucking job because you're a nurse and you don't know what a fucking corporation's like. You've worked for the government with a whole bunch of good people in the hospital and you're like, we're overworked and blah, blah, blah. And you are, right? And the system sucks, yes. So you go to Honda to work. And you think your job as a nurse is to help these people deal with their workplace injuries and mental health crisis, right? That's why I was in there, and that's why I know all of you, Mary Jane. And I don't know, I forget all the other ladies' names. So I never had a problem with Mary Jane. I love Mary Jane. But I got to talk to everybody. Everybody, right? I got to see what their opinion is, what's going on. And it actually occurs to me that even though I've never had a problem with Mary Jane whatsoever, Mary Jane works for Honda. So what's her job? Not just Mary Jane, but all the nurses. Even the nice gay guy that we talked about, sign language, And he was like, yeah, I know all the deaf people. So basically that's a lock in on the fucking earbuds for the bipolar guy. Can't discriminate, right? Gotta fucking do it for one, gotta do it for the other. Anyway, I'm thinking, it's your job to fuck me over. That poor lady in the room with me and Pedo Boy. Like, I'm literally trying to tell you that I'm not safe to work here if I'm triggered. And the trigger walks in. And you're so weak. Maybe because you're a woman, I don't fucking know. That you're not gonna back me? You're gonna let them fire me? I hope that you'll put in a good word for me. Right? I mean, that was the plan. We were gonna call a person with zero medical training whatsoever to come assess me to decide whether I could go home and get paid. Because the only reason I come there is to get paid. That's why you go there. Now, as a nurse, you would normally go to work for society in a hospital, doing your best. But you've chosen to work for Honda. Now, maybe that's because you want a day job, an evening job, and you don't want to work holidays and shit. Makes sense? Now, the price you pay for that is maybe the court of public opinion. Are the nurses at Honda good? Well, I talked to a young lady today. The kind of person I'm concerned with. Because fucking feminism's crazy to me. Because although women can do everything men can do, why the fuck would you want to do that? Why would you want to deal with other men? Like, literally, that is a fucking man's job. To deal with problem men. Right? So, you can do everything we can do, but you can't do that. Don't fucking pretend you can. So this girl, young girl, fucked her back up at Honda, right? Putting trunks on and shit, whatnot. Hoods, whatever. It's like that line's made to destroy people. I know it's made to put fucking parts on cars. I get it. You pay us really well to do that, and I appreciate it. I could fucking do it forever. I could do it 12 hours a day, 5 days a week, but I'm not doing it on fucking Saturday. Fuck you guys. I budget well enough to not have to. So when all of you people are like, we need the money, I don't fucking care. We all live in the same fucking world. That's why I want to make it better. No more protecting feelings. Definitely no more protecting pedos' feelings. Right? I'm getting much calmer. I put a lot of kilometers. I don't really know where I am. I know I'm in Quebec, and I got enough gas to get out of this fucking province. And I'm so excited to see the fucking sun come up, because I'll be in Nova Scotia, and there'll be a fucking coastline. I'm gonna find a fucking seal. And I might try to ride it. But I might just get high and look at it too. I don't know. What I definitely won't be doing, and why I know this is all going to work out, is I'm literally the only one in my world that's ever fucked anything up really bad. And I've planned really well. And I don't see how they can fucking get me in this situation. But they're going to try. They're always going to try. I don't need you guys to tell me that there's people in the shadows. You guys need to understand that there's more people in the shadows than you imagine. And the people that you work with that are good people make bad choices every day. You don't have to work at Honda as a fucking nurse. You can go work at a fucking hospital. You don't have to work at Honda as the fucking corporate doctor every week and then not see my kid for 3.5 weeks when she has an appointment. You understand how it works, healthcare doctors. When you have a problem, you need it solved. Now, arguably, that's the problem with the MAID program. So I probably put I think I put in a video about Sean. So like, he calls me one day, Sean. And he's like, fucking MAID program just left. I'm like, whoa, what? Like, I don't know. I get busy. I don't fucking talk to people all the time. But he's like my bro, right? So obviously, like, what the fuck are you talking about? The fucking MAID program? It's like, yeah, like, life's this and that. And I'm like, literally like, I'm fucking coming over. Like, you're telling me you sat down with your fucking parents and your fucking kid talking about killing yourself. Now, arguably, if anybody should fucking kill himself, it's Sean. Because appendages are falling off him and shit. It looks like a rough fucking life, you know what I'm saying? But I know this fucking guy. I know he's just sad. I know I probably haven't talked to him for a while. And I also know if I talk to him, he'll be happy. When he's in a fucking focused mindset on taking care of himself. And by taking care of himself, I don't necessarily mean sitting there and healing from a surgery. I mean enjoying life. If you're enjoying yourself, you're healing. If you think things out there are going to help you feel good in here, it will not. You need human connections, family. Which is odd for a guy who... Anyway. So I go pick this fucking guy up. He has one leg at this time. He's not Lieutenant Dan yet. He's just fucking like Private Dan. I don't fucking know. Anyway. I pick him up. I'm like, fuck, we're gonna go smoke a joint. Right? We're wheeling around in my fucking yellow Ranger. I fucking loved this truck. My kid fucking flipped it up on the roof because she couldn't get to her fucking bong fast enough. Anyway, that's a totally other story. But I miss that truck. One day I'm going to have AI making me a country song about that truck. And I'm going to fucking scream it going down the road. Or maybe one day I'll have enough money to afford another 05 yellow fucking Ranger. It was the best. I could find it in the parking lot every time. Anyway. So I pick up fucking Sean, fucking retard that he is. And we're smoking a joint, we're driving around. It's snowing, like significant amount of snow. And we go in this parking lot where the fucking boat launch is. We go fishing there, right? In Sean. It's kind of how we bonded, fishing. And I fucking buried the truck in the snow. Like, it was kind of a big parking lot. And like, it's like the plow went around and just did the outside. So I couldn't really tell when I went in. And then as the parking lot opened up, I'm like, of course I'm going to do donuts. I got a fucking rear wheel drive Ranger. Fucking, we're trying to have a good time, right? Donuts are where it is. My little cousins, if you're listening to this, we used to do donuts when they were kids. Anyway. So I bury the truck. I go out to like fucking look at it. And this fucking retard, I swear on my fucking grandma's grave, sticks his head out the car and he says, "Do you want me to push?" No, fuckface. Maybe use your one good leg to hit the fucking gas. Anyway, didn't want to kill himself after that. Fucking MAID program's trying to kill everybody. All you need to do is have fucking fun. And you want to live. Figure out what's fun. Buying shit is not fun. Playing video games is arguably fun and arguably good value for entertainment, but is a complete fucking waste of time and you don't get anything out of it. Now, I'm not saying I haven't done it. I'm not saying I don't do it. What I'm saying is, if that's what you do for fun, I think your life fucking sucks.